devastation and heartbreak as you saw parts of historic Lahaina town destroyed.
Where we have just learned that this is now the deadliest wildfire in modern U.S. history.
So many questions remain. Could the authorities have done more?
And you see all this that on the side of you, this was just an inferno burning right here that was just coming down all the way to my farm. It burned from the top, and then the rest of the fire burned from up Lahaina Luna down into the town. From 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, everything was engulfed already.
Wow.
And so see those air conditioner units? Those are prime candidates for PCBs and furan and dioxin, and they're ignoring them. We're giving them the data, and they're just looking at us like, no, our experts test for that. So now this is 300,000 gallons of water, and we're saying, look, I can point you out dioxin in any of this PVC that's not completely burned that you see on the conduits. There's so much room for dioxin and furan, heavy metals, arsenic, that's all here. Now, if we look here, this has been sitting here for 6 months. Their only answer to it is to pump it into the ocean. This whole place was called the Venice of Hawaii because it's all underground springs. When the fire came, it burned the pumps. So all the springs released and all of Lahaina is flooded in this mess.
So your home was taken by
behind the wall. Yes. You want to walk down there? Yeah.
And were you there that day?
Yes, I was sitting on right back there near my burnt coconut tree. The main house, guest house, my 65 Land Rover Classic. There's a flattened long storage building, 2 more buildings there, and all my art combusted. So, get to start again.
Wow.
It's quite something. You know, it's never in your wildest dreams would you think that this could possibly happen.
What's changed here since the day of the fire?
Nothing. Somebody came in and found some teapots and perched them on the wall before I was allowed in. People had walked all over, they've sprayed soil tack, and they said, oh, this will keep the ash down, but not really. So we went up the mountain there at that point, and we spent the night just moving around in the truck trying to avoid fires that were popping up everywhere. Oh, a paint set. I mean, that's how it goes. You just kind of look around and you recognize something. It's like, oh, there's one of my paint kits right there. Was a brush.
Priorities are in the wrong place. You take care of your people first. We're going through a hardship that's just as bad as anything. The worst natural disaster in American history. We're right up there with the worst few. And you're gonna be worried about a million other things. You're gonna give billions to other country, but squabble over a few million to help a town that's lost everything. Your head's hanging low? Try a little of this. Kind of cool, huh? On a lighter note, right? So you guys want to come in and see what's happening over here? So they have this, a deck, a solar system, a bathroom, a kitchen. We just give it to them through the nonprofit, and that's the way we're helping getting folks home. We give them a bathroom and a shower with a gray water catchment system, with a water system and a solar system, and then we give them a little kitchen, a few containers, a deck over it, and that's how we're helping families. Every Saturday, we bring groups in and families. We teach them about regenerative agriculture and farming. And then we're also having the volunteers help us build homes and then give them to folks. We can grow food, we can build houses, we can give to our community, and we don't have to wait on the relying on the government right now because they've just been not there for us. So like relying on the people and relying on our community, that's what we're doing right now. Yeah.
Amazing. I look at something like this unprecedented disaster, and that's really diminished everybody in our country because Lahaina was such a jewel. I used to come to this town, and it was such a magical spot in the world. It was unique. It reminded me a lot of Nantucket, where I grew up. The roots and the history and the culture of these, extraordinary islands, these extraordinary people. And it was all taken away because of mismanagement and because of corporate control of the landscapes by the big agricultural industry that rerouted the water and dried up this lush, verdant area. And now that original merger of state and corporate power and all of the injury that came from it is now being compounded by the response, which is short-sighted. It's money-driven. They're going to take the waste and they're going to do something with it that is going to ensure the poisoning of the reef, the poisoning that's compounding it and making it worse. It's just the worst example of government inefficiency and ultimately corruption.